What's up guys, it's Daz here, pretty care because we're in the perplexing pool and we're ready to beat it, in a sense. Of course, the captains still haven't worked out how to get out of a ship properly. Now, there are 3 caves here and I want to deal with them all, but there's a slight problem because one of them only needs yellow Pikmin and we just have 31. So, we're not going to do that one yet. Instead, we're going to get all of our blue Pikmin, or as many as we can. We're going to go and fight off another one. We only have 59 of them too, so it's really weird. I'm used to having like 100 plus of each one by this point, but apparently I'm just not doing... we have 200, so maybe they're just all in different colours. Oh well, doesn't matter. We have Shearwigs here. Let us kill them all. Hopefully no deaths come upon us. And what I'll do is I'll leave the corpses back here, and then the other Pikmin to get them later. Whoa, blue Pikmin. You're getting a little ahead of yourself now. Don't do that. Please. Good. Are you glitching? No. Okay, good. So now what we're going to do is have blue Pikmin glitch between these corpses. Good. Right. As you can see, there is a massive body of water, and we're going to try and see if we can get rid of it. But first, we have a new enemy. This is the Toady Bloister. See, it's really weird. It has some sort of gelatinous body thing and a berry. Don't let it attack you. In fact, I don't think it even will attack us because we're behind it and it's just sort of minding its own business. But we will see another version of it sooner or later, and it is one of the creepiest things, and I'll be able to show off what's so weird about it. But for now, we'll leave it at that. So, with these blue Pikmin, what we can do is we can get all of them to go up on this bridge here. So I'll just throw them all. What you can do actually is use the C-stick to get the Pikmin to go closer to you, and I almost feel like it makes you be able to throw them quicker. It works more effectively in Pikmin 1 than in Pikmin 2, but it seems to work okay now, so I'm going to use it there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get Louie to get out all 31 of those yellows, and we'll see what we can do with them in a minute. In a minute is quite an exaggeration. Now with them, what we're going to do is we're going to come to this little area here and throw them up on this little path. Do you recognise this path? This path is the exact same path as the one in Pikmin 1. Yeah, they just completely recycled this entire area. So once again, what you need to do is you need to lure them along this path while you go along this path down here. Don't lure them off the edge because they will die. And then hopefully get them around here. Hopefully they don't die. There would usually be a treasure up on that block there in Pikmin 1, but not in this one. And now what we're going to do, we're going to get these yellows, and we have 3 blues which will inevitably die if I let them go any further. We're going to put them on to this gate, and actually, I'm going to use our little berry powers on them, just so that they can go and get this done a little bit faster. Now Louie's going to stay there because he has no other thing to do other than to just stare at walls. That's just what he's good at. And we're going to go and get this treasure here. That's not treasure, that's Toady Bloisterberry. That's a treasure, so let's go get that instead. No, that's a Toady Bloisterberry. Leave it alone. Alright. You might be wondering, actually, we're going to need a few blues back anyway, so I'll leave a couple. Let's leave like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That probably wasn't 10, but I was too busy saying numbers and pressing the buttons, but not actually paying attention to the button pressing. Right, so now what we're going to do is a little bit of multitasking. While Louie's going to deal with that gate, we're going to get Olimar to build up our yellows, because we're going to need many of them. We're also going to need many blues today, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. And actually, you know how I said that blues weren't going to deal with the Shearwigs? And, well, apparently they disobeyed me, and some of them did. Worth 80 Pokos, it's the bobber thingy, the Aquatic Mine. Great. Now because these blue Pikmin have waited in the ground so long, they've grown into bud Pikmin. Probably the only bud Pikmin you're probably going to see in this series because they are really rare. They really are. Ah well. Just keep waiting with Louie. We're going to keep building our Pikmin. We're going to take all the yellows because the blues we don't want yet. Maybe in the future where I don't get everyone a concussion on the onions. Come on. Woohoo! Sounds more like Mario. And, ooh, sounds like Louie's done. That's good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our blues. And 1 yellow that will inevitably die if it follows us anymore. Can you see how this works? And we have a cave. Did it with TH again. And it has rocks on it. A large rock sits in a reservoir of water. May I interject here? I have been observing the 2 of you working together. You've been cooperating well. Yet, to face the dangers ahead, you must be free of the shackles of a boss-worker relationship. Learn to use the buttons you learnt on day 1, fool. If you can master teamwork, you can overcome any impediment. And actually, teamwork breaks the boss of this cave, so oh well. So just get the blue Pikmin to work on that, and maybe they'll drain the water so the Pikmin can go in that cave. Yeah. Where's every other corpse? Did I really collect every corpse already with the yellows? Wow, there was less corpse here than I thought there were. Oh well, just wait here. Louie, how you doing? How's that rock doing? Is it doing well? Are you doing? How are you doing, by the way? How are you doing? Good. Good? That's alright. So, water drains and we should hopefully get in that cave. But not only does it drain the area in this little bathtub-like thing here, it also drains the entire sea. Look at that. So now, literally, any Pikmin can get across this entire sea, which is nice. Luckily, I don't think there was actually any aquatic enemies here that were only aquatic. Like, Wollywogs, they can survive on land, so I'm sure they don't mind. You'd think, like, it would at least be wet. How does that actually drain it? Because there's clearly a gap between the hole over there and this area. You know what? I probably shouldn't go into that much detail and concern myself about these things, but you gotta wonder, right? And actually, while I've got a chance, I think I'm going to see if I can build up more blues, because we are really going to need those blues. We have 53, which is alright, but I'd say we'd probably need about 80. So I'm going to kill these Wollywogs over here. Get out of my face. You're not very good at what you do, because you suck. In Pikmin 2, you are a fail. I mean, in Pikmin 2, you're a fail. Pikmin 2 is not a fail of a game. That is actually my second favourite game of all time. You are a fail, Wollywog. I mean, what did you accomplish? Did you get any deaths? You did not. You died first. Did you know that you're actually kind of fat? Like, in the last game, or I say last game, but in Pikmin 3, you were actually weighing 5, but now you weigh 7, so that means you must have gained weight in the time going backwards in reverse, you know? Yeah, how do you feel? You've gained weight. You've gotten fat. Did that offend you? I hope it does. You should feel offended if I say that you're fat, because you're a frog. Frogs aren't supposed to be fat. That's very anti-natural, if that makes sense. You're supposed to be quick and agile and be able to flatten things. But no, you're a failure. You're fat and you can't do anything. I've killed both of you, 2 of you, and lost no Pikmin. I still have 100. How do you feel? Do you feel terrible? Good. You're a Wollywog. You should. Anyway, let's go and defeat your babies even. Because, why not? Wogpoles. I'm sure I've already said this already, but they are tadpoles and they are baby Wollywogs, so don't mind me. I'm just gonna murder them all. Yay. 2 more here. And with these I can probably make up enough blues-ish to actually fight off the cave that I want to do in the future. Maybe. Just keep whacking this one and hopefully good stuff will happen, right? Come on. Wacky, wacky, wacky. Yeah. And then wait for it to go through its entire death animation before you actually pick it up. I'd be the kind of person that would like... Oh, I say that, but I'm not actually a kind of murdering person. But still, if I was in this game, I'd be the kind of person that would carry the enemy away while it's still like going through its animation of breathing its last breath. Just because, you know, why not? Oh well. Let's just go back. And now that we have pretty much all our Pikmin back at base, making more Pikmin, we should hopefully be able to get doing what we want to be doing. Maybe, except we actually have to wait for the blues to get back with their Wogpoles, but I'm sure that won't be too big of a hassle. So, we're going to make it so that we only have 20 blue Pikmin, and basically 20 of each Pikmin. Yay! And now all of our blues are finally coming back. It's like a little routine thing, and with all 5 of those coming together, we will then have 20 of each type of Pikmin. And with that comes a little Easter egg. The Pikmin will sing. What they're singing is a song, a Japanese song called I No Uta, which was used to advertise in Japan the game of Pikmin 2. Ironically, the song, the music, actually sold more than the actual game it was advertising, but that's just the way that market goes sometimes. So with that in mind, let's go into the shower room. We have 100 Pikmin, and there are all 4 elemental hazards for us. Let's go. We're gonna have fun with this thing. And right off the bat, we have an electric gate. If we were spawning like 3 more steps to the left, we would all be dead. Well, except for like 22 of us, but still. Get out of here. Yeah, so throughout this entire cave, you're probably going to hear them whistling the entire time, or the Naruto, and they say it in different pitches. It seems to be random when they sing a song. Some people have mistaken them for singing the theme of Luigi's Mansion, which kind of makes sense, because I think the 2 games are like related, or like, yeah, I think they were like released at the same time, and like the trailer for Pikmin 1 was shown in Luigi's Mansion, and all that kind of fun stuff. But no, it is Naruto. I can sort of hear how you hear it as Luigi's Mansion theme, but not really. So, here's the introduction of rock traps. I hope you like them. They are pretty much insta-death. There's no Pikmin that's immune to it, and all you can do is run away while you have the chance. And actually, this sub-level seems to be quite identical to what I played in my practice playthrough. Here we have a normal Wollywog, not a yellow Wollywog. I just call the yellow Wollywogs Wollywogs because they're all pretty much the same. Because, oh no. Water projectiles. Hidden by a watery blowhog makes Pikmin run around in a bubble until you whistle them. Emergency! Pikmin are suffering! If you blow your whistle with B, you may be able to help them. Great, I thought we would actually see if we could get through this game without getting this hazard, but apparently that's never going to be the case. So, Wollywogs are albino, and I think they might even be slightly like stronger than normal yellow Wollywogs. Not really sure how, but maybe like they have a better hit detection. Oh, I thought I heard one get electrocuted, but apparently not. Okay, while he's not looking, grab the Wollywog so it won't be in our way. That was not what I wanted you to do, Pikmin. Get out of the way. Leave it alone. If you get blue Pikmin, it obviously can't be killed unless it gets thrown into the electric gate, but that's not really an issue here because we're too smart. Oh, great. Just as I said, we're too smart for an electric gate, they just decide to just jump right into it. That's some bad placement. Plus good placement if you really want to get technical, but that was not fun. And you, sir, I'll have fun with you. I'm only throwing blue Pikmin at you, so get used to it. Rock traps as well. So for some reason they decided to throw Wogpole traps at us when they clearly can't swim in anything other than water, so they're just gonna die in front of you. But I guess maybe it's like for a fear factor or to get you used to the fact that there's gonna be traps in this, but oh well, I'll deal with it. Just throw them away. You kill him. Electric gate is pointless. I'll just go and get this treasure then. Don't mind me. Just a broken saucepan because that's treasure if I ever saw one. I mean, this whole game is just the phrase of one man's trash is another man's treasure. I mean, look at this. It's just a broken saucepan. That's got to be worth like 1 cent, really. But I bet this thing's going to be like 100 Pokos because it's like massive metal. Then again, I guess if you had like a broken tool but it was massive, it would probably be valuable, right? It might even be called art in some places. Oh, 90 Pokos. It was a little bit less value than I thought. Divine cooking tool. Well, at least you got that one right. I'm sure Louie's going to enjoy that. Let's get this watery blowhog there first. How much money do we have now? 7,325. Not bad, if I may say so myself. And now they've put us in a ditch. We're about to get ambushed. I can feel it. Ooh! This is actually one of my favourite sub-levels because it's got some of my favourite enemies in this game, and many people's favourites actually. It has jelly floats. Don't come over here, that's not good. Okay, of course it has orange dwarf bulbs just to ruin the mood a little bit, but jelly floats, they are easily the most beautiful thing, like the most beautiful enemies in this game. And they're not even that lethal either, so they're just fun and beautiful, and it's good, and it's nice. And, so, if I come over here, you'll find it, a lesser jelly float. Basically, what it does is it will suck up your Pikmin, like so, and then it will, after like 3 minutes, they will eventually get eaten, digested, and it's kind of gross. But considering it takes like 3 minutes, it's not a hassle, it's not an issue. So we're just gonna throw all our Pikmin on there, and already it looks pretty with all these colours going everywhere. But then when it dies, it goes into like beautiful fireworks, and it's great, and it drops all the Pikmin it had in its like orifice or whatever it was supposed to be, and it's just so beautiful, and I love it. And actually, what's really interesting is, I'm not sure if it's this jelly float or the second jelly float, which we'll probably see in this sub-level as well, but they actually sing to each other, or at least just sing. But you can't usually hear it because there's sound effects and music playing as you do so. But okay, on your bubble. These traps, they're getting kind of more of annoying than scary and awkward. But oh well. They actually do sing to each other, and I'll show that off in the Picklepedia when the time comes as well, because it's really interesting how they're just such a beautiful creature, and yet they sing, and it's just, it's almost like the Pikmin themselves. Yeah. And they actually, I believe, yeah, they do reappear, sort of, in Pikmin 3, but they've evolved to be more lethal because they're going extinct because they're so weak. 160 Pocodes, it's another Duracell battery, the Durable Energy Cell, or the Courage Reactor version 2. Your choice, really. So, you can see the dungeon generator at its work here, because look at this. What path goes left, right, left, right, left, right anyway? No designer would actually do it like that. Oh, no. Of course, after seeing my favourite enemy, they give me one of my least. Sort of. The orange bulb. Just come up behind it. Don't wake it up too much. Rock trap nearby, but it doesn't matter because we stunned it with purples. And it's down. And actually, I think I'm going to be taking a while to be here, so I'll just put one purple Pikmin on there. That's all it needs to carry it anyway, so let's just take our sweet time. What's over there? Is there anything of any point going over here? There isn't really. There's a couple of dwarf orange bulbs for me to murder with all of my 70 Pikmin, so let's do that. Or you! Wait, I have to wait for my purples because they're a bit slow. There we go. I came to the good neighborhood. You're in the wrong neighborhood now because this is your neighborhood, but I'm killing you. What do you call that? You came to the wrong neighborhood, except it's actually me that's coming to your neighborhood, and you're the one in the wrong now, so... I came to the good neighborhood? That's what I said, so... Maybe I just sound incredibly stupid. In which case, that's quite accurate. Oh well. We activated all the rock traps by being nowhere near them, so we don't actually need to worry about them actually murdering us. Get all our Pikmin on here. Do they expect us to be very dead by now? I can't tell. No, apparently not. This gate's actually quite durable. Ah well. Louis, stay back. Let's go through this interesting path here. Apparently we've already been here. Ooh, interesting. I can feel my anticipation of interesting. And wow, that actually is good timing for the orange bulb. Like, it's not actually incredibly slow. It is, but it's actually quite nearby by the time we actually see it. By the time we need it. Alright, what is this massive bar of soap gonna be called? Something that always reminds me of SpongeBob. It is the 60 Poco valued Sud Generator. Yeah, I always think of that one Suds episode of SpongeBob. I can't tell if I like that episode or if I'm grossed out by it. But oh well. Orange bulb, yes. Gate, yes. Next cave, yes. In the next episode. Sorry, I'm leaving it off here. So, my name's been Daz. I don't like Louis. You didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit. Toady Bloister, Molluskid Minionicus, mollusking family. This species of creature has yet to fully evolve from shelled mollusk to be more advanced, from shelled mollusk to more advanced Bloister. Compared to the Bloister, this creature is significantly smaller. The fact that its mandibles do not protrude as significantly as the ranging Bloister is due in part to the fact that like most mollusks, its vital organs are located deep within the creature's carapace? I don't know. And doesn't it seem to spoil ranging Bloister? Oh well. Pan-sear with herbs and oil until lightly crusted on the outside and rosy on the inside. Complement the savoury flavours with a light and buttery cream sauce, or creme sauce. Aquatic Mine. I've recently noted that changes in this planet's environment happen at a very rapid pace. Compared to how it was when I was here before, the perplexing pole has changed drastically. Due to frequent tectonic shifts, the regions appear slightly different each time I enter it. It could be a natural phenomenon, but it's as if but it's as if I feel the presence of a guiding hand. Maybe it's just my imagination running wild. Divine cooking tool. Hoccatate noodles every single day. Isn't that supposed to say hoccatate? I don't know. Boy, I'm growing tired of them. I did try and be creative at cooking once before, but there are some things that are better left forgotten. I can relate to that, Olimar. I cannot cook at all. Durable energy cell. This cryptic item exhibits an unbelievable quantity of stored dormant energy. The civilization that created this must have advanced tremendously when it discovered this powerful new energy source. If I were to take this technology back home, how would it affect the future of Hoccatate? Sud generator. I found a weird item today. Wetting the surface produces an endless froth of bubbles. It's amusing, but it will take further investigation to determine its practical use. It may take a young and playful mind to unlock its secrets. When I return home, I think I'll show it to my kids. Yeah, if you can carry it.